Alright, so we're still on the quest chain to thinking about we're trying to join up with the Freestorm faction, which is like a group of Warborn, the race Warborn, people that are trying to get together and break free from basically the slavery that the Harani, or do you enjoy life as a Harani slave? The Harani have implanted these stabilizers in their back that actually supposedly temper their bloodlust and prevent them from being like murderous psychos. But I don't think that's really the truth. I think it's just a big false story to hold them as slaves to the Harani. So, thinking about becoming a Freestorm, huh? What can you possibly be waiting for? Rip out your stabilizer and get on with it. You enjoy life as a Harani slave. So I get passionate about what we do here. And the first thing we do is provide for ourselves. You can't rely on the Harani for anything, so you'll need to learn to be self-sufficient. We work hard, but all of our work is meaningful. We're not just lining some hornless humans' pockets. Take these cactuses and plant them for me. Cactus is a staple of our diet. Don't worry, you get used to that cactusy smell on your fingers. It's almost enjoyable after a while. As you know, a lot of Warborn trust their stabilizers and believe every lie the Harani feed them. They consider Freestorm dangerous rebels. Sea of Redemption is run by those loyalist scum, the Elders. They're obsessed with redeeming themselves for what happened at Esna. They barely worship the Mother anymore, just atonement. If they prove someone is a Freestorm, they forcibly reinstall their stabilizer. If the Freestorm refuses to bend to Harani will, refuses to spend their life atoning, they are killed. They've been monitoring you. The Elders heard about a Warborn with a damaged stabilizer who's been wandering around trying to get it repaired. They know most of our recruits have a similar story. We can't let you join the Freestorm under any suspicion. It could compromise all of us. You need to go to the Redemption and pretend to prove your loyalty. Then your Freestorm trials can continue. That kind of sucks.
You weren't the only one. Other Warborn had shared these dreams of Orchidna and Damien. It had to mean they were true memories and not just figments of a newly freed imagination. But was it truly possible to live without the stabilizer? How did the Freestorm stay sane? The Harani said Warborn would lose all control without the device. That they would be overcome by rage, reverting to the beasts that had sacked Esna. Or even worse, become susceptible to demonic control again. It didn't seem safe, but even so, was it maybe worth it? You heard the mechanics inside your stabilizer clicking frantically. If you decided not to repair it, you should probably stay with the Freestorm. They were experienced in such matters. They were already helping you. It was just hard to admit the Harani had been lying all this time.
Verse 1.
Robert is working redemption. Some had to partially reactivate their stabilizers to avoid detection by the Elders and the other Harani loyalists. They suffered terrible headaches as a result. If you're going to redemption, collect some Devil's Claws along the way. They're an analgesic and will help keeping our people comfortable as they fight. Screwed that up.
I've got my eyes on you.
Checks the board for a list of plantable items.
We need to enhance ourselves.
What the hell is with this dance? Let it rain! Oh, and now it's raining. We don't see a lot of weather in this game. That's kind of sad, really. Even though we have everything turned up all the way. Seen any like weather effects in this game? Always makes me sad if there's no good weather effects in an MMO, because that's appeal to me anyway. I don't really know how to synthesize stuff, but what is this? Can be used in item synthesis. No idea how item synthesis works. Equipment, awakening. Item. Right, what did I like upgrade it to something I can't even use? Required level 1. Scorching cross. Okay. Use a story quest infusion rank 1. I don't know what that is. Use a story quest infusion rank 1 to synthesize an explorer's weapon. Okay, story quest infusion rank 1. Now we've upgraded our weapon, I guess. We've completed a quest. The auction house to find a lily easily. Find an auctioneer by opening the map, checking for box for auction under. Sure. Okay.
마리라도 맡기러 왔나 도로?
And there's a lot of lag.
자주 돌러로.
Lily.
경비하러 왔나 도로?
Find a lily. Must be level 55 plus to search the auction house. Okay, how about crafting? Materials. Plants.
좋은 물건은 인내심이 있어야.
Does it have to be level 55 plus to use the auction house to search? That doesn't make sense. That seems entirely wrong. Well, you know, this game is the lighting in this game seems off to me. Like everything's kind of the color schemes aren't the best. Like it's not easy to read the names and stuff of merchants and stuff. For some reason, I don't know if it's maybe because the the merchants don't have nameplates; they're just text floating on the screen. So that's probably part of the problem. Okay, well I can find stuff in the in crafting. No! Oh, that kind of sucked. Ah. Man, she swims awfully fast.
We need to enhance our security.
Server's getting laggy again, where it takes like I summon a beast and it takes forever to show up. Yeah, these servers have some issues. Some weird issues I haven't seen before. Or why it's lagging like this. I have to say, I'm surprised you were here. Your reputation as a troublemaker, but you're now asking about the Ritual of Atonement. I'm glad. Yeah, and here's the lag trying to turn in quests. The ritual is typically performed by only the most devoted Warborn. Elder Pacifica. Must admit I find it hard to trust you. Many have said you've been questioning the necessity of your stabilizer. However, if you convince the other elders that you are true of heart, I will allow you to perform the ritual. Shybourne, I can't let you take the undertone of the Ritual of Atonement, at least not yet. I'm not convinced you are truly ready to tame your rebellious spirit. We've heard about you. Even if you do wish to repent for Esna and for doubting your stability, you're not convinced. Buckle under the rigorous memories. I won't let you perform it. The ritual is sacred, not to be undertaken lightly. Maybe you truly want to atone for the lack of faith, but I think you wish only to fool us. I do not believe your intentions are pure. You sit too long with a malfunctioning stabilizer. Doubt has rooted itself deeply in your mind. I will not allow you to profane our most sacred ritual. Okay. Apparently all the elders share my concerns. We cannot simply give you details of the ritual, but if you are truly devoted, you may still earn them. Head toward the northern exit out of Redemption and take the right hand fork of the road. It will take you beneath the bridges to repentance rest. Give this letter to Root Sorrow. You can reveal the truths in your heart. So much for my pet. Hit that wall, son of a biscuit. It's like Hellboy here. Thank you for bringing this letter. It tells me that you have fallen under suspicion. What they forget is that repentance is for all, not just the holiest. You know what this place is? It is a graveyard. There are no bodies here, but nevertheless we have built graves for every man, woman, and child we slaughtered in Esna. We spend our time maintaining those monuments, reflecting the lives we stole from the world. Okay. Whoa, that was interesting. Never used a glider to fly up a hill. What a fool, as if gracelessly stacking rocks in a pile can make up for slaughtering an entire city. This writing star character should be disgusted with himself, and so should the elders. found that working here can bring up a lot of thoughts and feelings. You should go lay down for a while for the mats of the cliffs. And the delay on these quest turn-ins and stuff is really annoying. Archeage, Unchained, West, Mount. Is going to do anything, but we'll try that. That's the first thing everybody always says. Disable antivirus. Select skill set. I have 6 points. What kind of mother would say the mere existence of her children is a sin? Good question, my friend. The guys are too busy to connect you right now. Try it. No, I'm total loot lag.
Tragically, the Queen has withdrawn from her duties. The pain in her past proved too great a burden to bear. We now turn to you, Damien. Make the world pay for what it did to her. Take the armies to Marianople.
No,
What?
I will not abuse the Warborn like you made my mother do. She gave all of us life. They are my brothers and sisters. I will not force them to fight.
You are confused, Damien. The Queen and I never considered them our children. You are our only true child.
True child.
Boy.
Sweet boy.
You know your father would never lie to you.
You aren't a father. You used my mother, you used my siblings, and now you want to use me. I will cut their strings, and the Warborn will never be your puppets again. Whether we dance or fight, it will be on our terms, not yours.
Now delude yourself that Damien rescued you and forgave your sins. Disgusting. Look at yourself. You were created with one purpose: to kill. Don't be so arrogant to believe you can transcend your origins. No wonder Orchidna abandoned you. You are worth no more than a broken sword.
No, we can choose what we will be.
You're clenching your fists. Do you want to hit me? You only prove my point. You can't escape the mindless brute inside of you. You wonder why the Harani treat you as brainless tools. Because that is all you are. Ah.
Brainless. I will kill the Harani. Slay them all. You're worse than before. I'm sorry you're suffering, but remember, we are not what we once were. Thanks to the Harani stabilizers, we have been reborn. Ah, this server lag sucks. Every time I turn in a quest, the more are beginning to chafe. And right, I wish they could see, as you do, what Harani have helped us become. We have value now. We are more than just killers. If that's true, if we really are more than just killers, then maybe we don't need the Harani or our stabilizers anymore. I mean, say the rebels. Ha! They see Esna as a wound that is healed, over and done, but one meal and declare yourself fully full for eternity? No, you must keep eating. That is what our stables provide, continuous nourishment for our souls. Look at that, he thinks himself a poet, crafting metaphors about your nature. Mark my words, the only metaphor for evil is warborn. You were born, so you all. I kill this ghost. Stabilizers, like the gods, at least muzzle your urges, but you are still no better than a rabid dog on a leash. You deserve every ounce of suffering you endure. Take the speaking stone. It will allow you to communicate with the Council of Odo, so you can be immediately cleared of any suspicion. You return to Redemption, give it to Elder Pacifica, and you can perform. It's weird how some of the quests don't have
Council
lag,
acted
and some do.
stern and self-important, but you could see beyond the charade. Behind the masks of authority, they were terrified. They were terrified of turning into monsters. Of losing the few scraps of civilization the Harani had bestowed on them. And of you. They were petrified of you. You and your malfunctioning stabilizer threatened everything they believed in. You wondered if any of the council members had ever experienced the new memories in your dreams. Would visions of Damien and Orchidna make them worship the stabilizers more or less? It was tempting to consider them fools for putting so much faith in the token you'd been given. But if they were fools, you were one too. You'd had blind faith in your stabilizer. And it seemed no more useful than the token.
Demon dogs. How am I supposed to collect it?
can craft your own weapons and armor. Check your folio for available designs and material requirements. Use carriages for faster travel between.
I've got my
Completing the ritual, you've proven yourself loyal as far as the Elder is concerned. That means you can continue your trials to join the Freestorm. Yes, it was join the Freestorm!
I've got my eye. Big armor.
Don't need to be so formal with me. I'm no government official anymore. Cruise right now. So let's assign you to Razorbone. What's up, Paul? You know, there's things about it I like. I mean, it's the graphics are nice, but one thing that bothers me about this game is that I think the game's a little too bright, if that makes sense. I've been trying to turn the gamma down, but I haven't been able to. So it's kind of bright, and it's like the nameplates, there's no nameplates with color behind them, so it's hard to see you just have text floating on the screen. Like, you see my name is Shybourne. Like, if I go up to someone, it can be hard for me. Maybe it's just because I'm getting older, my eyes aren't as good, but reading the text over NPCs can be a little tricky. I wish they would have put the nameplates around them or something. But anyways, that's just a minor thing. The gliding work is really good. I like the water. The water is swimming through the water feels pretty fun. I like the graphics. I think the graphics look pretty good. The combat is not great, but I don't have that many abilities yet, and I haven't used any of my talent points. I've been stocking them up until I figure out actually how I'm gonna build the character. So I haven't done anything really with the talent tree. So if you go here, like, where are my talents? Come to the cake. Like you can see here, I've got 6 available talent points. There is some UI scaling, I think. If you go into options, it's here. So there's UI size, so we could like knock it up here, but I don't think you want to do that. Although it is kind of bad on my eyes, and you can move stuff around. You have to, like, you can't move this window without. The way to move it is you have to hold in the shift key and click in this middle area. Like if you click here, it doesn't do anything. But if you hold down shift and click between this little tab and this minimize button, and here you can move it, and then you can also scale it. You can scale it up and down, but you can't scale it left and right. So I don't think you'd want to scale the UI up too much because these windows just your quest window gets really wide. So I like the scale where I had it, which was, I think I had it at 100 and where is it? I had it at 100%, I guess, just normal. I think that's okay. It's a little bit small for my eyes. Like it's hard to really see these icons in here. They're a little small. I mean, I can see them, but I would prefer to have these buttons bigger and have the quest log smaller. You can also, the most infuriating thing about this game, like one of the most infuriating things is and I'll tell you what it is like every time, like if I move this around, like my nameplate, my character nameplate here, if I move this around, like whenever you log in, it'll be here. If I move it down here and say, oh, I want my nameplate down here at the bottom of the screen, if I log out and log back in, it'll move the nameplate back. So it doesn't save your settings. I mean, it saved the scale of the UI, but it won't save the position of where you move things, which is really weird. So, like, if I move this window over here, and I want my nameplate for some reason over here, it won't save it. The next time I log in, this will be right back over here. And this will be right back up in the top left corner. So that's really kind of annoying. And the other thing is, like, when I look at this map, it reminds me of Terra, this mini-map. And you can click the button here to change the size of this mini-map, right? I like it at medium. But I haven't figured out how to move it. Like, you can't, again, it seems like you should be able to move this. But I don't think you can. At least I haven't figured it out. So one thing I want to do is watch some videos on YouTube and try to find, some videos where people are customizing the UI. Because I'm sure there's some stuff about customization of the UI that I don't understand yet. Because there usually is. Oh, actually, and there's these buttons down here, which I haven't clicked too much. They should be the same. How about options? Yeah, these really should be all the same stuff. We get community, location. Here's the map. Talents, achievements. I do have one title, I guess. It says no effects though. No title. Anyways, yeah, so I'll have to watch a video on like how to customize the UI. I mean, I would prefer like down here too. This is really annoying. Like I like the chat window to be all the way down the bottom left corner, but we've got our labor down here. This we might be able to move though. Maybe. Doesn't. Actually, one thing to do, like to like see if you can customize the UI. One of the easiest things you can do is to literally pull up videos of people playing the game and see what their UIs look like. So if we pull up Archeage Unchained, right? And we're just gonna open up a bunch of these. Actually, there's people streaming it right now. Oh, that's me. Shit, I thought I thought that was somebody else. Here's one 2 weeks ago. Well,
subscribe.
we don't want to get that one. That's me.
All right, so some big.
I don't want to see this.
Standard elves for the new.
And again, you look in here, and this guy, you can see everything's, nothing's changed. Like he's got his target up here, his mini map's right, and all his stuff's in the same location on the screen as it is on my screen. So obviously, he has not customized the UI at all. And let's filter this list by this week. Okay, and hopefully we'll get launch event and fresh start changes. Is it worth playing? If this is 4 days ago. Actually, he's just talking about it. He's not actually in it. But let's watch this video.
Developer of Lineage and his development company XL Games. The game was released in Korea on January 15, 2013, and in Europe and North America on September 16, 2014. Archeage is described as a sandpark MMORPG, which the developers say is a hybrid of the open content style of...
Yeah, that guy's voice is gonna annoy me. Here's one 2 days ago. Is it dead already? It's actually, I don't think it's a...
Oh no, man.
I don't think this is a super populated game. I mean, I've been playing it and I don't see a lot of people, so I don't think there's going to be a lot of people in this game. But obviously, this guy thinks it's dead. I don't know.
I don't know. They're saying this game is gonna be bad. Saying this game is gonna fail.
A
lot of negativity.
Yeah, I can't deal with his presentation either. Here's 2 days ago. Again, I'm just looking to see what his UI looks like. And again, you can see no changes to the UI, right? Like, so I don't really think first of all, it's not saving where we move stuff. So you can move stuff around. You just have to do it every time you log in. But it doesn't seem like you can move the minimap. But I still think you should be able to modify it in some way, but maybe not. So I guess one of the things I would say about the game is I don't like the fact that you can't customize the UI more. And the other thing is I find the graphics to be a little bit... maybe it's just that my eyes are tired or something, but it seems a little bright to me. Like I'd like to see more shadows. Like when I look out into the landscape, I don't see a lot of shadows at distance, and that kind of bothers me. And it could just be the particular landscape I'm in, but like, for example, these bushes, they have I guess they have shadows. Like the grass here, there's no ambient inclusion, and so there's no shadows around the bottoms of this grass. No, there's no ambient inclusion here. So the terrain to me is a little, while the game looks good, it's missing depth to it. It doesn't feel as good as some other games. The controls though feel nice, so the movement and everything feels pretty smooth. But I haven't played. It reminds you of the Barrens. Yeah, this one's very much like, these mountains remind me of the Barrens for sure. Like, let me show you what combat looks like. See if we can find somebody to kill here. The gliders feel pretty satisfying. Like, here's a field dog. I don't really want to go around killing field dogs, though. I'd feel bad killing these field dogs. Apparently there's nothing for us to kill. Yeah, I would like to see... Oh, the glider varies. Now, the glider varies based on what race you are. Like, I got the glider at, like, level 18, maybe. But some races get it much sooner. So, you'll just have to... I mean, there's a video out there you can watch. Let's see if I have it. Yeah, here it is. Check out this video here by Raw Logic. And the video is called, Mountain Glider, Rowboat, Pet, Quest, Archeage, all races. You can go through this video, and he's got timestamps on it, I think. Here you can see the timestamp. So if you're like a Harani, go here. If you're a Farang, go here. And he'll go through and say where's the quest location for each of these quests. Because you're going to get a quest to get a mount, glider, a rowboat, and a pet. And I've already completed all of them. You'll typically get them pretty early. Like, I think for the Warborn, it seemed like they were a little bit later than most of the other classes. Oh, it reminds me of the Razorfen Crawl, or Razorfen Crawl and stuff. I like this particular area though. This water, I love this. I love the water in the game. I think the water in the game looks really nice, and the sound effects are nice, and the swimming's pretty good, right? I mean. Yeah, it's got an interesting underwater. I think it's one of the better. I would say it's definitely one of the better implementations of swimming and just water in general. I think it's real nice. It's got a really pretty color to it, beautiful like reflections, and swimming underwater feels satisfying. Movement feels good. So yeah, the water's really good. The animations are pretty good. The animations of combat are pretty good. I was going to show you some combat, but I just haven't found anything to kill, really. Yeah. It's got some interesting creatures, like you see here. Here's some different, like, clansmen. I'd say the world's a little bit less busy. I would like to see it a little bit more crowded, but, you can't... Like, whenever I play a game like this, what I always compare a game like this to is Black Desert. Because this feels like a little bit like Black Desert, It's got this big open world. It's got mounts. It's got, pretty good graphics. It's heavily PvP. There's a lot of PvP in this game. But I just don't think this... I mean, I'm playing this Archeage just to get a feel for the game. Because I never really played it a lot, even though I was even though I bought one of the Foundation packs for the original game release. I never played the game that much because there were too many cheaters and too much land hacks going on, and I was excited about getting in the game and getting a piece of land and developing my home and building a really cool home. And I wasn't able to do that because these people cheated and hacked and were able to buy all the land before I was even able to get to where the land really even was, So I literally just quit the game after like a couple weeks. I was so pissed off at all the hackers and cheaters. I'm like, I thought if this is the way the company's going to run this game, then I don't even want to be a part of it. New recruit, excellent. I was starting to get lonesome. I do like the story. I've played the human race and I've played the furry race in the past, and I've never played the Warborn. This is the first time I ever played the Warborn, but I like their story way more than the human story. And way more. It's a really cool story. It's like they're this race of kind of supposedly evil people who were like bloodthirsty, almost monsters that were summoned up by this god to basically fight for her. And then they were basically pretty much enslaved by the Harani, and they have these collars attached to their backs that are supposed to kind of keep them from turning into bloodthirsty monsters. It kind of reminds me of the movie. If you guys have seen the movie, what's it called? Equilibrium. The Harani race is very much like Equilibrium. If you ever watched Equilibrium, the movie, they have to shoot this pill they have to inject their neck every single day with this medicine that kind of basically, it's almost basically like taking, antidepressants or something that just totally mellows you out, and it makes you not want to do anything crazy. makes you not want to draw art or play music or do anything violent. It just pacifies you completely. And that's kind of like what these harnesses are, or whatever these things are attached to the backs of these war, what are they called? War, now I can't remember the name of them. But, or what is this? Can't remember the name of my own race. What is it? Let's see. War Main or War, whatever they're called. But anyways, yeah, so it's very similar to that movie Equilibrium. And the whole story, like you can see, I've got this device attached to the back of between my shoulder blades. And this is how the Harani kind of keep us almost as slaves. And what I'm trying to do is my device broke. Again, very similar. Whoever came up with this storyline definitely drew some stuff from Equilibrium. Because in Equilibrium, he stopped taking the doses. And once he stopped taking the doses for a couple days, all those emotions and feelings started flooding back in. And then he started questioning the whole system of pacifying everybody. Like the reason they pacified everybody is that they completely got rid of violence. There were no violent crimes. There were no crimes at all, really. But there also were no people that were really getting passionate about anything, you know? And watch, if you haven't seen the movie Equilibrium, dude, if you've not seen the movie Equilibrium, definitely, you know, I'll show it to you guys right now. You got to see it.
Is the final line of defense. If the resistance compromises it, we are doomed.
Cleric.
There's nothing we can't do.
See, like, art is outlawed. Like, you can't even, like, own art. You can't even, like, own, like, books that would have anything in them that were very, you know, I guess, open-minded thinking, you know, any kind of forward thinking or anything radical. You know, you couldn't have a book by Edgar Allan Poe. You know what I mean?
It's real. Burn it.
And they find, like, the Mona Lisa and all this art, and they literally just burn it because it's against the law to actually own, you know.
Cleric, I can only hope one day to be as uncompromising as you.
You're a family man.
Yes, sir, a boy and a girl.
Yeah. Anyways, if you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend it. The character of the war main, or whatever these guys are called, what are they called? I can't remember the name of them. Let's see. Pulling up the races. I'm tired, guys, and this is the races in the game. So Warborn, yeah, Warborn. So the Warborn are I think heavily inspired by the movie Equilibrium. Their background story really reeks of Equilibrium. So, and I'm in the middle of the quest chain. I'm not really I shouldn't really say much because I don't want to spoil it for you if you definitely want to play. Yeah, it's kind of dystopic, but not really so much. It's more of like they had a violent culture and they basically, to stop all the violence, they basically pacified everybody. The government pacified the people by making them take drugs. To basically take away any kind of violent tendencies or even any tendencies for passion, you know. Really, really good movie. But anyways, so what I'm trying to do here, well, I don't really want to tell you too much if you want to play this particular race because I don't want to spoil it for you. But I really like this character's story. So what I enjoy about this game right now, what I'm enjoying is the character story. And I know that I don't think this server will be very popular. I mean, Archeage has been around for a long time. They've tried to come out with servers. They tried to come out with Archeage Unchained. It wasn't very successful. It probably was successful for 3 or 6 months, and then it probably died off to some degree. And I anticipate this server won't be hugely popular. They list it as high population, but I mean it's the only one in the United States. There's only one server for all of the US. So, and when I'm running around, guys, I don't see anybody. Like, I mean, I see some players, Like, I see a lot of players in the starting zones. I mean, when you look at the chat channel, I see people talking. Like, here I'm in, you know, if I look down to the chat window here, you'll see, like, people talking, you know. I see, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I see at least 6 people already who've talked in the last couple, you know, last minute. So there's definitely people playing the game, but this server's only been out for a few days. I'm just playing it because I've never got a chance to really sink my teeth into leveling. I've never leveled a character to max level, and I've never played this particular character, this race. So I really wanted to get in here and just kind of experience the game and see if I really like it. I mean, I have a lot of fun playing MMOs, even if I'm just playing by myself. I almost play them as single player a lot of times. I mean, I prefer to play with other people, but I end up playing mostly by myself usually. And yeah, so, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. But it's not like I would say the things I don't like about it is obviously that the UI is not customizable. The combat is a little. The keys feel a little spammy to me, but I can't really give a good review of the combat until I get probably up around like level 50, you know, and get like my whole toolkit together and start running, you know, racing through all the combos, because there's a lot of combos. Actually, there was a website. Oh man, there was a website I found, and I don't think I bookmarked it yesterday, but it's Archeage Builder. Archeage. It actually, the reason I like this one is it actually showed the combos. And I don't know if it wasn't this one. Let's see if I'm BattleRage, Oromancy, and Shadowplay. Yeah, that's Dark Runner. Yeah, this is the site, right? So here you can go and you have 3 trees, just like you would in Rift. Like in Rift, you had souls, right? And you would slot 3 souls, and that would set up your build. Well, Archeage is similar in that you have 3 trees as well, just like World of Warcraft has 3 trees. And it's always kind of an interesting thing that the 3 tree thing is actually fairly popular, and I think WoW kind of really popularized that. But if you go into this website, the archeagecodex.com, you can pick which trees you want to use for your character, and it'll show you available combos, which is really cool. And then here's all the available combos. There's quite a few. There's 41 different available combos, and you can go through. And so it's kind of nice that you don't have to try to figure all these things out. You can just go here, and it'll kind of talk through the combos and kind of what you need to do. And so that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, no problem. All right, now what do am I not even on a quest anymore? Yes, I'm only on one. There's the main story quest. You have membership under me before your official induction ceremony. That's when we'll remove your damn stabilizer. So we're about to get my stabilizer removed. Until then, work hard, contribute. I didn't mean to land up here, but I did anyway, right? But I mean, it's free. It's free for 30 days too, so I didn't have to pay any money to play it, which is great, you know? But I would say the thing I'm enjoying the most is the story for this character. But there's a lot more to the game. I mean, there's ships and sailing and sea combat, and I've never done any of that stuff in this game, so that would be something else that would be really interesting. I find the control. It's funny when I play games like Black Desert and this one, the controls of ships on the water are always a little they always feel a little clunky to me. Well, the ships just don't respond. I'm assuming that maybe when you get better quality ships, that they respond better and handle better. But you know, I don't really. You must be a new recruit, otherwise there'd be a bloodstained back at the... You'd be a bloodstained back at the ambush point. What? I mean, don't worry about it. Glad to have you here. Around here, the focus is livestock. Since I'm shorthanded, I'm willing to give you a taste of what that means. Care for some of the foals, cubs, and elk calves. In the fields southwest of here, they may need to be played with, fed, or given water. Well, I don't know if I have any food. I can get water, but I need some food to feed them. Thank you, I'm so glad they're safe. Purchased some bears from Harani merchant, hoping to shear some of them for fur or for weaving. Lizard bears thrive in chilly regions, are struggling to adapt to our warm climate. The cubs need constant care until they grow stronger. Can you take my shift while I get these runaway chicks resettled? Got quite a few quests to do around here. I'm looking for like a farmer vendor or a feed vendor. For milking cows. Too bad you can't milk a torn in a while. Sometimes I have to play music. Watch this, little one. My dancing could make any bear laugh. Now I'm dancing for the bear. He likes that. Happy flowers. Cute little cub, grow big and strong. Too bad I don't have a sexy girl like this dancing for me like that. Ooh, man, just don't let my wife hear me say that. But yeah. I think I did enough with those guys, I guess. Man, he just knocked me on my butt. Man, I don't like this guy. No, it's not. Well, I mean, there's... You slept all damn days, Olsen? Well, I'm in this temporary new computer chair. It's a lot better than the chair I did have. Alright, here we go. Let's try this. These guys are always knocking me on my butt. Miss, miss, miss. A lot of misses. Woo! Guys hit hard. Alright, girl. We gotta milk this cow, guys. Whew. Rough work. Damn. Damn. You can't just like, I mean, you can't go into a fight with some of these mobs without being at full health, because like one of these mobs can knock off like easily half to 60% of your health with ease. All right. Milk some more dairy cows. Kill a bunch. We gotta kill like 9 more wolves. Jeez. Level 22 is Olsen. Damn. I think I need to set... Well, the leveling in this game is fast. I heard it's really fast, like up through level 30, and then it slows down. Yeah. You bastard. Oh! Man, he's... He attacked me when I only had about half health, so I was kind of screwed there. Oh. I don't look so good. I think I look kind of dead. I did not mean to. That was an accident.
Out of view.
Ah! This ain't no sipping teas, Allison. This ain't like playing World of Warcraft, man. These mobs are beating my butt. I need to figure out like what I'm supposed to be building here. Let's see. Dark
Runner. Because I like to have the fast triple slash for when I want to combo my skills and get that one single triple slash off as quickly as possible. Pretty much every other situation, though, I tend to lean towards.
Okay, so this is Dark Runner. We know that in the skill tree, this is Dark Runner, and I think the combos are snare targets are slow, so you start with charge, then triple slash, then whirlwind slash. I don't have whirlwind slash yet. Ooh, Sunder Earth. Here's Battle Focus. I think you want, was it Oromancy? Does it matter, like, Dark Runner? I'm looking at this video over here.
Being 20 meters for so long, so against mages. And of course, if someone...
So he's got 10 to 12 here, 5 here, and 2 here.
Using witchcraft, and they're just throwing the fucking the single target sleep on you. Our combat skills. So we're just gonna reset this here.
He's gonna go through and
Now, the skills we see here, obviously I've got 3 unused. These are the skills that I always run, no matter what I'm playing. I always have these skills. And
okay, so he's got, you know, these are the unlocked ones. You can see these like are the ones that aren't unlocked, like this 3, 4, 5 here and the 4, 5 here. So he unlocks everything under Battle Rage. So let's go ahead and grab Shadowplay. And in Shadowplay, he's got Shadowplay. Swift, repeatable attack, dealing 76 melee damage. This one is coach your weapon in poison for 9 seconds. That sounds cool, kind of cool. Learning requirements, Shadowplay at level 3. And you know what's really scares me is I'm really worried about keybinds. Like, you know, you're gonna have so many skills. You know, it's gonna be so many keybinds. Smashes open a fault line in front of you, dealing 880 melee damage to all enemies in a line. That sounds kind of cool. Sunder Earth. Then it opened up a passive. Each successful parry resets the cooldown on Battle Rage attack skills. So we'll grab Battle Focus. And I don't know where, like... Go back to here. And you can see I had Shift R for Battle Focus. That's what I was doing with it before. And for Sunder Earth, I had the 2. I had it on 2. Okay, I can see that. Currently, what do I have here? Just regular melee attack. We're probably never even going to use that, but let's try this. So before we attack, we're going to do our self buff, Shift R, and charge. Nail him with that. Woo, man. Okay, so you can see just picking up those 2 skills made me kill them a lot easier. I had a lot more health after the battle. And I still have 5 more skill points too. We can go into Frenzy, Precision Strike. Using star target fires behind enemy lines grants you reckless charge. Damn. Ah! Oh, that was good. I hit the wrong key. Hit the wrong key. Alright guys, I'm going to log off. I'm falling asleep at the computer here. We got to 23, so that's pretty good. Ah, we're going to run into this wall. Ugh. Whew. Alright, cancel. What's this? Oh, they're trying to sell me stuff already. Costumes. Right, just sell me stuff. Yeah, man, I'm falling asleep. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah. Pretty cool game. Pretty cool game. Definitely a lot to learn, a lot to do. Wait and see what it ends up being like. Thanks for watching. This is Allison. Go back to sleep. Paul, go watch Equilibrium. Good movie. And I will check you guys out tomorrow. Hope you have a good one. Peace out. Later.